It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos.
Coming up next.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Heward. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go at Mile High. Marvin Mims now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Dumped off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for this. He's got it to his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He netted 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Throw complete to Williams.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7.
Let's go now.
Nick's now to throw. And the defender comes away with it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him. Give him a run game in the defense. And Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
What?
Russ now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third, Wilson. He's going to push one deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And as they take the field, Bronk, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Right back to Williams on first down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Man in motion, headed right. On second down, a run with Williams. And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. He got 5, and now it's going to be third down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go. Set. Check go.
Nix from the gun. It's taken in by Williams. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They send a receiver in motion right. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal. Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone.
Go!
They'll look to run with Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Broncos get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That throw finds Pickens. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Ross off the play fake. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Broncos bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
They put a receiver in motion right. First and goal, here's Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Williams does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here's Williams. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Broncos pull out in front further, 13-zip. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Cordero Patterson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Play action, it's Wilson. He has the first over the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now here's Russ. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He finds space for a few yards that time. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Another run for Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Brought in by Vele. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos looking to add to their advantage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Nix with it on 1st. Got Williams, and it's complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This one falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. That's caught for the 1st. It's a Denver touchdown. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Patterson now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Chris Boswell for the point after. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we've reached halftime in Denver. The hometown fans, yeah, they're feeling good. Their Broncos have the lead. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Wilson on third down. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Broncos get set to take over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Second half starts with a run by Williams. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
This is Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On third down, here's Nix. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go on fourth, Nix. Throw caught by his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He's been as active in the passing game as anyone on this team, and to very good results, Brock.
Yeah, it just feels like, Kate, nobody could cover him. And that's the advantage you have with these elite running backs, these dual threat guys that can run and catch it. A safety can't guard him, a nickelback can't guard him. Maybe even a corner's not going to guard this guy today.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's got it. Has a layout for it, but touchdown. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Patterson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent down by Cody Barton.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Harris on 2nd down. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Russ now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number two, to do it so quickly. A 3-and-out in that situation. And really, listen, if there is a path to a comeback, and that's a big if right now, it's going to take sustained drives, and a 3-and-out just devastating on that possession.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Ready.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. A run with Williams. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Set.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go.
They'll motion a tight end left. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go.
They'll send him over right.
Go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll go down here at the 16. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
So close to get off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go. Here we go. Check out.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Fourth and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. He's on the move. He can run it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Offense up to the line fast. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, here's Russ. Buys time, rolling. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Steelers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams now on 1st and 10. Broke through the tackle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second and 6 coming up here. Another run for Williams. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go, set, go.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Go.
Now it's Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Nix. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Let's go.
Williams will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
They've got a man in motion. Going for it on 4th, Nix. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Receiving team.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.